Hello, students. Welcome to our guitar class. Today, we'll be covering some theory about what is scale and how to build scale. All right. So, very first thing is what is scale. So, basically, scale is a collection of notes. Okay. You already know we have total 12 notes, right? So, scale is a collection of notes arranged in patterns of whole step and half step. Now, I have already told you in guitar, what is half step? Half step means half step is equal to one fret. It means one fret distance is called half step, and two fret distance is called whole step. All right. So again, back to our definition. Scale is a collection of notes. So we have total 12 notes, and we need to collect some notes. All right. But how many notes? So, major scale, which we are going to learn today, is a diatonic scale. Diatonic scale means the scale which have seven notes and repeated same note, which means repeated octave, seven pitches and repeated octave. All right. So we have total 12 notes and we need to filter seven notes. But how are we going to do that? For that, we have a major scale pattern. It's called whole step and half step pattern. Okay. So what is major scale pattern? I have written here on the board. So as you can see, I have written R, which means your root note, or you can say your reference note, your starting point. All right. And this is the pattern, which is whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. So you need to remember this formula because whenever you want to build a major scale, you're going to need this pattern. Whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, and half step. The one way you can memorize this is we walk home. Again, we walked home when we walked home. Yeah. So this is one way you can remember. Now, as you can see, for a reference note, we'll be learning C major scale. We're gonna build a C major scale first because it's the most easiest one because it doesn't have any sharp or any flats. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to write a letter. We have A to G, right? Natural notes first. So we'll for now we'll build a C major scale. So you need C note as a root note. Okay. Now after C, we need to follow this pattern. Okay. After root, we need to follow the pattern. So what is here written here? W means whole step. So you have to think now. What is a whole step from C? So if you remember, if we travel half step means one fret. If it raises the pitch by half step, we call it a sharp note, right? So if we if we start on C and we go half step higher, it will land on C sharp, and another half step will land on D. Correct? So the answer is whole step from C is D. Same way, again, whole step from D is dekho D, D sharp, and then you land on E. E. After E, there is a half step now. As you know, E and B have no sharps, right? So here you don't have a sharp. So after E, half step, you'll land on directly on the F note. Correct? So after F, think about it. What is a half step from F? F sharp. And another half step is G. So whole step from F is G. Are you getting? Another whole step from G is A, not H. We have till G only, right? So G. And if you go half step above, it's G sharp. And another half step, we'll start back on A, right? So the next note is A. Whole step from A is B. Now again, think about it. Half step from B. B and E have no sharp. So here we'll land on directly on C. So as you can see, we have these notes C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So this collection which you have is called major scale. All right, it's very simple. So what we did, we started on the some point, some root note, in this case C, and then we followed this pattern. So we took whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step, and we got these notes: C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So in C major scale, you have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. All right, every scale is different. For example, let's build G major scale, and it will call it a C major scale. Why? Because it's a major scale pattern, and also we have started on C. The root note is C. That's why it's a C major scale. Now we'll build a G major scale. So for that, you'll need G as your root note. Correct? Now think about it. Whole step from G is A. Whole step from A is B. Right? Again, half step from B. We don't have a sharp, so C. Now think about it. Whole step from C, half step is C sharp, another half step is D. So whole step from C is D. Whole step from D is E. Now here the thing, uh, here it gets little tricky. See, whole step from E. So as you know, you don't have a sharp. So if you travel half step, if you take half step from E, you land on next note, which is F. And another half step, you'll land on F sharp. So this time we have to write F sharp. Okay? And F sharp from C, half step, half step from F sharp is G. So as you can see, we have started on G, ending note is also G. So in G major scale, what you can say, these notes, G major scale contains G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, and G. So what is the change? Here you in C major scale you have all the natural notes. Here you also have all the natural note, but only the F is sharp in G major scale. Same way, if we let's build a little difficult one, E major scale. So we have to start on E. Now think about it. Whole step from E is F sharp. Because you don't have a sharp, so half step you land on F, another half step you land on F sharp. Now, whole step from F sharp, half step from F sharp is G, another half step is G sharp. Half step from G sharp, wait, whole step, half step. So E, F sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, half step from G sharp is A. And then you have another whole step B, another whole step C sharp, another whole step D sharp, and half step is E. So in E major scale, you have E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, E. Now, what is the common in these scales? The alphabets, the sequence. You see, every time in major scale, if you start on the natural notes, you have that sequence. Like after C, there always be D. See here, C sharp, then D, then E. So this sequence never get it's there. So always remember E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. Only sharps and flat will be. You have to think which note is sharp or which note is flat. All right. I hope you understood this theory. So I have made C, built C, G, and E major scale. Right. I want you guys to try each and every scale. Means you can try A, then you can try B. C is already here. D, E is already here, and F. So these four scales you can try. What you have to do, you have to write the pattern first, and then you have to follow the pattern from the root note. So A, B, D, and F. So these four scales you need to practice. All right. I hope you understood. So that's it for today. Keep practicing.